Okay. Hi, everyone. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, okay, good. I'm confused as ever about the... Oh, my God, and I'm shining like a... How do you know? A polished egg. Hairy polished egg. That's really bad. Okay, good. Oh, by the way, wait a second. So let's... Like they do in showbiz, let's... how do I use this? 1 second. Oh God. Oh yeah, okay, it's like this. 1 second, just to... so I'm not as shiny. Is this better? Ah. All right. Okay, some makeup. All right, good. There we go. Okay, so this is the celebration stream for 15,000 subscribers. Thank you very much for that. It's actually 15,200 already, which is very cool. So yeah, it's progress. That's very good. Progress and getting out the education and the learning and the inspiration to more people is always a good thing. I hope you can hear me. I think you can hear me. It should all be okay. Hi Tom, hi Just Dude, hi Peter, hi Mitchell, hi Adam. Thank you for joining my very spontaneous live stream. I was thinking if I should stream today or maybe tomorrow, but I have to be more... How can I say, strict with myself? Is that the right pronunciation? Like the right way to say that, to not like slack off and say, okay, I should rather watch Netflix, but instead, hey Ralph, hi, how are you doing? Doing something creative and useful with my life, so streaming now. Thank you very much, Richard. Thank you. Good. Okay. So like always, I thought maybe start a little bit with chatting, talking about different topics, also talking about topics that are interesting to you. I need to get a little bit better about this, maybe prepare some questions or stuff like that. I'm not sure about that. By the way, a big change that I wanted to talk about that I did in the recent, I think 1 or 2 weeks is, so I had the choice to either buy new equipment. For example, I wanted to buy a new camera or like a photo camera, another video camera, or do some sports. And I never did some sports because, like, you have to imagine, basically my work is sitting all day in front of a computer, and then my hobbies or my spare time also mostly is sitting in front of a computer, like Netflix and video games and creating electronic music and stuff like that. Everything is like in front of the same screen. So over a longer time, this is not really healthy, not really good thing for you. Hey, I'm Renzi. Hi, how are you doing? Thanks for joining. How Duster? Hi, Milan. How are you doing? Thank you also for the congratulations. And I thought, why not go to a fitness studio and do some sports and get some movement? And also, like in recent years, and this is the important part I want to talk about, I'm finding out more for myself that, like, I mean, I knew it before that you have different forms of knowledge, you could say. So one of the knowledge sources everybody knows, of course, is normal books, or you watch documentation, stuff like that. So the classic idea of knowledge. But then you have other knowledge, other forms of understanding. And one of them, of course, is sports, because you understand more about your body, but you also understand more about the world that you are in by moving yourself, and all this kind of meditation and yoga and all these kind of things. And also connecting to nature, and of course body is part of the nature. So and I thought before I go the route of sitting even more in front of my computer and having to edit even more pictures, I thought maybe I should go with sports, because maybe I should do something different rather than doing the same thing again that I've done over the last 40 years. So maybe try something new. And by the way, and for me, I don't really like sports. And so the problem is I don't like to do sports on my own, but at the same at the same time, I don't like to do sports in a team because I feel like social pressure. You need to be there, you need to score and blah and time schedules and all that kind of thing. And so, and also I don't like these machines where you have to work on your own. It's super boring. Some people like it. It's really nice when you like it, or go jogging or something. I really hate that too. It's really super boring. For me, I really appreciate if people like that. So now I'm in a fitness club which has courses, and you also have a steam bath and a sauna and all these kind of things. It's a little bit more expensive, but I thought if I calculate all these things, if I would pay for them separately, that would be a lot more expensive. And also I'm more pressured into going there, and also the atmosphere is really nice. Because it's not like these trashy fitness clubs where you pay like $20 a month and you get like this boom boom music and you should train on the machines and it's like, oh, let me go home. So this is more inspirational. It feels every time like a little holiday. So I enjoy going there, and I'm in a group guided, so it's kind of nice. And also I can do my own thing, so that's also nice. And the reason why I talk about that is also, like I said, I want to include you more into my artistic journey. So my channel is not just about doing tutorials. It's also about how do I develop my own creativity and my own like artistic life or whatever, you know, and like talking about different topics that are part of the creative life, all these kind of things. So let's look at the chat real quick. Hey, Rainmaker, wow, that's a nice name. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining also. Just Dude, I hate music sports stuff. Yes, me too. And by the way, what I like to do is you have these kind of reclining bikes there, machines, and you cycle for like, I normally cycle for 40 minutes, and then I can read a book in that time. And so I read a book when I drive there in the subway, and then I read while I'm on the cycle, and then I read when I drive home. So I get a lot of reading done, and at the same time I get a lot of sport done. That's a really good combination for me. So yeah, it's very nice. And I get away from the computer and I see other people, but I don't have to connect to them, which is also great for me. Because I like to be with people, but not in a social way specifically, you know? So like it's a bit strange to like connect to people you don't know for a longer time. And so I see them, but I don't have to connect to them. So that's also a nice thing to have. It's also inspirational in another way, kind of a more social way, where you're not like sitting in your man cave or whatever with your computer and stuff and doing your creative things. Yeah, that was one thing I wanted to talk about. And yeah, it's nice. It's a nice form of sport, and it fits into the creative journey of like doing more with your life and being more active and also being more creative. So that is very helpful. Jump rope is a great exercise. Maybe I've not tried that yet. You just have to keep it going. Yes, you have to keep it going. And this exactly is why I said, okay, I want to spend a little bit more on the fitness club, because if I go to the other, and I think I had a membership for the other like 10 years ago, and I paid for 2 years, maybe 3 years, but I went there for like maybe 3 times or something, because it's really boring there and you have this loud music, so you can't concentrate either. So it's like, I don't want to go there. And this time it's really nice. Thank you, Ricardo. Thank you, John, also for joining. Yeah, so that's one of the things. And yeah. First up goal. Have you two issue exporting pictures in sRGB? I tried yesterday, but nothing happened. If I set manually too. I'm not sure how you mean that. So if like you can set the color space in the export menu, and it should simply export like a JPEG in sRGB, so there shouldn't be a problem. We can look at that in a minute when we change over to Affinity Photo. Yeah, good. My cat is dancing around here on the table. I think he's coming over. Yeah. Another thing I wanted to talk about, and maybe it's also a question for you, like to write something in the chat, is there's my cat. Oh, let's hold him in the camera. Oh, don't kick off my microphone. Hello. Okay, good. Okay, so the other topic I wanted to talk about is priorities. Especially with doing like not creative stuff, but like consuming creative things. And for me, it's always kind of this problem of what of the things that I'm doing are worth my time or not worth my time. You know what I mean? Like, for example, if you have Netflix and reading and video games, all of these take a huge amount of times. And the question is, what of them are actually good for me? So, for example, this year I tried to read a lot of books, and I tried to read some books about, how can I say, biographies or like history, so actual knowledge, and then others who are like classic novels, like just novels, like stories. Like, wait, let me bring up my reading list real quick so I can tell you. And what I found out for myself is that while these classic books are nice, I'm not sure they bring so much to my life, you know? I think I would have enjoyed them more when I was like 20 or something, but then at a certain point in life, you have either already read a version of that or you have experienced it yourself. So it's probably not that's like much a pressing issue anymore. So I don't know. So for example, I read Fahrenheit. What is the English title? Fahrenheit 451. Which is a utopian sci-fi novel, very famous. After reading it, I have to say I'm not sure why it's so famous, because I thought it was kind of very shallow, actually. So I didn't enjoy it very much, but I read it anyways. There are other books like that who I think are a lot better. For example, 1984 is really good as a book, or Brave New World is really good. There's a other book. It's called Wir von Samyatin. I don't know what's the English title is. Maybe it's Us. I'm not sure what the English title is. That's also a very good one. Fahrenheit, I was like, not so good. So yeah, I was a little bit. Also, by the way, I'm not sure if I have read Charles Dickens before, other than The Christmas Story, of course. And I was reading Oliver Twist, which is a long book. It's a nice book. It's very nicely written, but at the same time, I felt like it's actually just entertainment. I didn't really learn anything from that. It didn't like enlighten me or give me any new information about life or the world or everything. So I was like, okay, it's like reading a nice novel, but why did I spend my time on, I think it has 500 pages or something. So it didn't stand out as much, you know what I mean? So I was like, I mean, we only have a limited time in our life to enjoy all the different things we can. So which of them are more useful to us in our life and stuff like that? Okay, let's look at the chat real quick. By the way, is the chat window on the screen? No. Okay. So cool. Hey Udo, thanks for joining. Hey Lock On Stratos. That's an interesting username. Okay. Okay, I already talked about that. Hey Richard, hey Ken, hey. Oh, there's also Lock On. So the tutorial should be Web 3D objects like Twitch camera borders, layout and something like that. I'm not sure actually what Web 3D objects are. You mean like with Unity 3D, like 3D games or thing? I don't think you can do stuff like that in Affinity Photo. Or you mean like 360 pictures where you can like pan around with the mouse or your camera? Yeah, that's, yeah. Check out Island. Island by Huxley. Doors of Perception by the same author. I've never heard of these books. I have to look them up. Okay, that's interesting. By the way, I was reading Bird Box. You maybe have seen the film on Netflix, and the book was really good, and it's very different from the film. So if you have already seen the film, it's worth reading the book, and of course also the other way around, because the book is just completely different story. Some similarities, but not very much, and it's really nice. I also had like the impression reading this compared to older books that, of course, in our time we have another pacing, like another speed of our life and of how we approach things, also how we communicate with each other, and also how the different spaces, what they mean to us. Like the world, for example, it's no problem to go to fly to Hong Kong or something. You get on a plane and you're there some hours later. So it's very different from times like 100 years ago or something, or the connecting to other people, like this live stream wasn't possible some years ago. So a lot of things have changed, and this kind of life change, I think it's kind of nice if that is reflected. Of course, you have these age-old questions in life, but I think the answers to the questions probably have changed a lot over maybe the last 50 years or so in our society, because of all the new technology and all the kind of new ways we approach our life, and all like also how we can live in the world, stuff like that. Okay. Yeah, so that was a big question for me. Is still a question for me. What kind of priorities should I have on certain things? What should I do or not do with my life? Yeah. Do you have similar kind of things in your life where you think, yeah, should I really spend so much time on photography, or maybe you should spend more time on photography? Or is there some rivaling thing where you think maybe you should play the guitar better or something? I don't know. Or travel more, although you can travel and photograph, so that's not like exclusive. So yeah. Hi Claudia, how you doing? Hi, thanks for joining. Yeah, so that's nice. It's also nice when you can combine things, like for example audiobooks, or this kind of feature where Kindle, for example, can read the book to you. You can do two things at the same time, so that's a very good combination. We can do sports and then listen to a book. You will probably miss a lot of the stuff, but on the other hand, I think even for the books I read, I only remember like the very the very big shapes basically of the story. I don't know if this is the right description, but not too much of the details. You forget a lot about that, so I'm not sure if that's too important. Yeah. More about drawing. Drawing is extremely time intense. Yeah, I should do more drawing too. I bought this like screen that I now use as my second screen for streaming. Like I did some drawings. You have seen the time-lapse videos, but I should do more in that area too. Yeah, so it's also, and I don't know. I mean, one of the main things also is that you keep forgetting all the time. And this is what is bothering me the most about these things. Because if you think, well, I do a little bit of drawing, and I do a little bit of music, and I do a little bit of photography or stuff like that, and then you come back after 1 month of not doing one thing, you have forgotten almost everything in that area, and you can start like new. So you always stick to the basic level, which is not that great. So yeah, I have to figure out like what are the things that are actually important to me. What do I want to actually do with the things? You're building guitars? Really? Wow. Okay. That sounds very complicated. Or is it electric guitars where you just like the shape of the body doesn't really matter too much? You could probably like use anything as long as the pickups are they called pickups? Are like in a good position, I think, or like you have a bodiless electric guitar. So I guess if it works without a body, it probably works with any body. I'm not sure about that. Building your first electric guitar. I tend to focus on the camera. Whoop, my cat is coming back. Okay. Okay, also I want to do some more pictures for Instagram, which I took a break. I think I didn't do the last 2 days. So I already broke my rule of doing one picture per day. Which I found it was a little bit hard to keep up with creative ideas. And I thought like, I don't know. There is like, you have this, or let's go back to the chat before I talk about this. Electric guitars. Okay, cool. So you can do like really creative, strange, amazing things as an electric guitar. So that's really cool. That's a lot of freedom. I was thinking about building maybe synthesizers, but I'm not sure about that. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should invest my time on something else that I have already started instead of starting yet something new. Not sure. No Fender type guitars. I'm not sure what a Fender type guitar is. I just know the brand Fender. Yeah. Or is it called Fender? I think it's called Fender. Okay. Yeah. But this kind of daily Instagram, by the way, I can really suggest to you doing this kind of, maybe not daily thing, but as often as you can to set a certain limit where you create pictures, whether you like them or not. Because through this kind of challenge, for me, I was coming across a lot of things where I think I want to get better at using them or creating these kind of things. And there are specific things that you need for that kind of work process, workflow, where I'm not sure how exactly to do them really good. So yeah, you hit your limits and you say, okay, I want to improve that. I want to get better at these kind of things, especially light. So that's one of the things. I don't think I'm really like, I think I'm very basic at this kind of light thing. And also, like, how can I say, quick, easy compositions or quick, easy ideas, like pushing out ideas or creations that are at the same time simple from the composition and from the technical way, but also very interesting to look at, which is kind of an art form also. And I want to learn more about that. I want to figure that out more. I think also that is kind of a how can I say, an art form that I really appreciate, when you have the ability to do something in an easy way, but at the same time, then it's really cool as a result. So, yeah, I don't know. It's nice. Okay, what's the chat saying? The selection brush, a lot to come anywhere near Photoshop. Are they working on it? I hope they're working on it. I'm not a big fan of their selection brush either. Most of the time it doesn't really work that nicely. But I mean, it's a young company and it's a very small team actually. So it's okay for like the price they ask and the state they are in right now. The quality is okay. It's of course not at the standard of Photoshop, but I mean, this like, it's like comparing an elephant to a mouse. It doesn't work. You can't expect a mouse to carry a tree. So yeah, we have to do with the kind of limited abilities, but it's also good because it's easier for people who are getting started in that area. You don't have too much tools. They are not too complicated to use. And also for the beginners, mostly the quality you get out of the software is still good enough. You can do a lot of really amazing and cool things with the software. And then when you reach the limit, I still would agree to say, okay, switch over maybe to Photoshop or some other software that can do the things that you want to do. By the way, this is also a thing I want to do in 2020. I thought I want to go more into other software where you can do really cool things that you can't really do in Affinity Photo right now. And it makes it a little bit easier to create these things. For example, I want to do maybe more tutorials with NIK Collection and other things like where you can animate your photos so you have this kind of flowing effect, stuff like that. You can do really great things with that. So not to be too limited to the Affinity software, because there's a lot of other stuff out there where you can do for a very low budget really amazing things and basically have a shortcut to your output. And I think also like especially for hobbyists, I think this is what it's coming down to, that you should probably choose the tools that make it as easy as possible for you to reach the goals that you want to reach, because otherwise you would need so much time and training and exercise and knowledge to do that on your own that you just don't have the time. Nobody has that time. And this is why we have these kind of tools to support us in that progress and process. And I want to show more of these kind of tools that enable us to do really cool things. Okay. What does the chat say? Mask layer a lot for the sharp edges. Yes, I use mask layer a lot too for selections. That's really nice. Yes. Yeah, tools like that. Right. Topaz. Luminar, I'm not so much a fan of them, but this is also not bad. I think I have a license because I did a review about that. And I have to write NIK Collection about that too, because I really like their software. You can do some really great adjustments and editing in there. Without needing to know too much, because their tools are very, very well adjusted and they give you beautiful colors also, which is, I think, one of the biggest problems basically to work with photo software, is that you find photo software that can produce really great and nice looking colors the easy way, because otherwise you're like just lost in menus and try to adjust and do really fine adjustments to get these colors into your pictures. But some software, they just have built in this very nice look of their adjustments, so it works out of the box. So that's also very nice to have. There is no one package including Photoshop. Does everything. Yeah, that's true, but I think that's okay, because I mean, for the money that you save by not buying the Photoshop license, you can afford a lot of stuff that you can keep forever. So that's okay, because all of the other tools are comparingly, what's the right word? In comparison, are very cheap. So, and you only have to buy them once. So that's pretty okay. It's pretty nice. And it there's not a million tools. There's I don't know. At the moment, I know maybe 5 or 6 tools that are really interesting to work with. Some of them are actually free, so that's also a great thing to work with those. And yeah, they help you along a lot. Okay, that's a very bad way to say that. Okay, maybe do something in Affinity Photo now, right? Let's have a coffee from my famous giant coffee mug. Good. And here my principle to follow next year: make it count, do more, fear less, and embrace, which is transparent right now because it's in green. And my cat is on the table again. 1 second. Lolo. Ui, komm, Mauzi. Das ist nix. All right. Okay, let's switch over. Close this, and move this over here. 1 second. Then we have to, oh no, we have to switch the screen. Where is my tool? There we go. Work live. There we go. All right. Okay, I think this should work. Good. Okay. So, and by the way, like I said, I wanted to especially today, I want to try out ideas that are simple and give quick results, but at the same time, they're really cool to look at. So I was thinking about one thing that I want to try with portraits. Portrait. Let's do that first, maybe. Let's find a really nice portrait. Where's this guy? The only downside I have with, oh, by the way, I should maybe, bloop. Okay. The only downside I have with Unsplash is that when you search for something, they always show the same pictures. I get always these 3 guys here and then the other pictures below. So, and I don't think they have anything where you can click and see the newest uploads or stuff like that. So it's kind of hard to find new pictures in here actually, although they have thousands of pictures there. Let's check here. They have some collections here. We can look into that. Oh wow, there's some inspiration right here. That's a pretty cool picture. Very nice. Okay, actually wanted to do something like that, a little bit similar. Let's open her up. Is there something cool below that? No. Okay, 1 second. Holy crap. That's not real hair, is it? Is that real hair? No. Wow. No. Or is it? That would be really impressive. Wow. Okay. Cool. Oh, by the way, I have to have the chat window. And I still don't have the plugin where the chat window stays on top. Hey, Andreas. Hi, how are you doing? Face retouching tutorial. Like face retouching, like what? Like removing oh god, how are they called? Freckles. Removing freckles and okay, my English is breaking down. Oh, this is a nice picture. Wrinkles is the other word I was looking. Ah, that's a nice picture. Okay. It's kind of blurry around here. And let's use this. No problem. Let's see what we can do with that. Downloads, yes, please. Okay. So file, new, preset 4K. Bloop. There we go. Okay, let's place the picture. Where's downloads? There's downloads. Okay. Boop. Okay. So here I wanted to do something really simple. Wait a second. Let's make a guideline here. So we have her centered like that. Let's lock that. Oh, I made a copy. Okay, I don't need that. So the idea was to simply, how am I doing it actually? Triangle. Let's go like this. Let's see if I make this transparent and we have a white stroke. Make the stroke a little bit wider like this. And then glow, outer glow. Okay, that works. That's good. It's a little bit too wide. Like that. And then we go here, scale with object. Inner glow, just white. Is also scale with object. Okay, so the idea was to simply, let's duplicate this, make it a little bit bigger. Whoops. Maybe like this, and then rotate it a little bit. Is this? Okay, let's try that. And then simply do this multiple times. Okay, I see I have to readjust all of the glow things. That wasn't what I wanted to go for, but, and also like the distance is too small, too big. Okay, so that's not what I want. Let's do this again. Duplicate. Or wait a second. Should I maybe, if I don't say scale with object, maybe it stays the same. Duplicate. Make this a little bit bigger. Yeah, okay, that's maybe better. All right, that looks a lot better. Okay, cool. So let's combine all of these. And why is the pictures too low? 1 second. Because I think I deleted the wrong one before. There we go. 1 second. The chat. It doesn't work well for me. No, I use in Pixabay. I use in English, and there you have the option to search for new, like sorted by new. That's also nice. Have a nice day. Tanzania. Hey, how are you doing, Nadim? Thanks for joining. Yes, you're welcome for the Black Friday offer, which was really great. Thank you. A lot of people bought it, so that's very nice. All right, let's go back to this. So my idea was to now like remove everything that's like, so she's inside of this kind of triangle. Let's put a mask on that and see how well that works or how well it looks. I don't know. I thought this might be an interesting idea to do that. Maybe it is not. Is this too small? Yeah. %. Let's go like this. Opacity 100. Okay, let's see if we can do something nice here. But then you basically don't see the structure anymore, huh? So maybe that isn't such a good idea. Because if I remove everything of this, it's just lines. Maybe her head is too big inside of the structure. If it was smaller, we would see more of the like if it was like this, for example, maybe that's better. Maybe we mask her out, so we only have the head left. Let's do that real quick. And then we make a black background. Should we keep the earrings? Maybe not. Okay, let's hide this real quick here so we see a little more. Yeah, they are really cool, but it's let's not keep them. Okay, so I will do this real quick here. Maybe do it like this for starter. Brush. Boop. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so now let's go into more detail. Maybe I should have just made a selection, I'm not sure. I think once we put this on a black background, it should look pretty good. Oh. Yeah. Let's do it like this. Okay, almost done. I hope it looks good afterwards. If it looks crappy, we wasted all the time. Okay, almost done. Come on. Yeah, it should be good enough. Okay, so we have just the face. Let's make a black background. Bring that on top. Put this on. So maybe I rasterize this. Rasterize and trim, so we have only the head. Apparently there's some part down here still not deleted. 1 second. Can't see anything down there. So how's it now? Yeah, it's better. Okay, cool. Good. So what we need to do is maybe center her. Let's get a second line in here. Lock this. So, what does the chat say? 1 second. Yes, hi. Thanks, Huge Mobley. Thank you very much for joining. Yes, that's true. There's always a learning curve. Yeah. It's the nice thing about creative things is that you basically never stop to learn, because there's always some new challenge, always some new things you want to try or want to do. By the way, maybe we should try and use this upside down. Where is the outer border? Wow, why is it so big? Okay, let's turn this upside down. Whoop. Should we maybe go like this anyways, without the like hiding anything? Just like this? Is that a good idea? I feel like I want this to be more... Why is it so big? I don't understand. Are there really some... Oh, there's some really huge triangles in here, so we can delete some of them maybe. We can delete all of those. Was that too much? Yeah, okay, just these. So now that's a little bit better. Okay, cool. So let's maybe push this in a little bit. Or is that not a good idea? Nope, not a good idea. I may give it a little bit bigger. And also I thought maybe let's put a rectangle over this and put a gradient in here like that and make it radial. Give me control. Here we go. Good. So let's put this here. And I want this to be on here. Soft light. Didn't work. Sometimes I don't understand. So now it's inside of the group. It should just be applied to the group, but it's not applied to the group. So that's kind of strange sometimes. Let's duplicate this and then rasterize it. Okay, takes some time. Wow, takes a lot of time. Oh my god, is my stream really slow because of the needing so much power? Can you still hear me well, or is it the sound also broken down? Oh god. Okay, let's hide this. Let's see if this is better. Technically, it's better, but color. Okay, cool. So let's see. Go in here again. And then put this here. Adjust the colors a little bit. Starting to get better. Yeah, it's not bad. Okay, let's duplicate this. Let's see what happens if we rotate that. By the way, let's, or no, I can't delete that. Rotation point over here, please. Good. That's probably too much. What happens if we resize that? Nope. Doesn't look good at all. That's too much. Okay. So let's go in here, make the black color around her a little bit smoother. Looks a little bit too intense. Hardness 0. Make this wider, a lot wider. Okay. It's not as good as I thought it would be as a picture, but it's not that bad either. Let's bring her up a little bit more, like that. I feel like maybe something is missing or so, I'm not sure. Should we maybe also put some light effect on her, or you are lagging just a bit? Still, is it still lagging from the voice to my movement, to my lip movement or something? I don't know. Let's put an ellipse here. No, outside. Let's see, just on her, or like here, soft light. I think that's probably too much. Make that black and white. And see now if this is kind of cooler. I mean, this is kind of nice, or not? When it's just blue, and then we have kind of that pink outside coming. Wait, are these stripes, are they golden or not? They are. So we could basically make a mask. Should we make, let's try to make a mask on both of them. Oh, that didn't work. Okay. Make this smaller. Should I maybe I make a selection for this, so it's kind of oh no, that was not good. We have to go to add. Okay, whoops. Okay, select feather that a little bit so it's softer, 7 pixels maybe. Let's see how well that looks. Oh, we have some more stripes. There's more stripes over here. I didn't know. Okay, cool. Let's do that too, real quick. I think that looks kind of good, right? Did we do the complete eye? I'm not sure. Then also these parts up here, real quick. There we go. Select feather, 7 or 9, doesn't matter. Oh, I forgot to. Damn. Okay, have to reselect that. Almost done, almost done, almost done. Select feather. No, that was the wrong one. Select feather, brush. All right. Pretty good. Should we do some like glowing eyes or something? I don't know. By the way, maybe is this the right one now? My curves here. Oh, okay, that already used the mask. I think that's pretty good. So let's see. No, that's the wrong way. Invert. Does this do anything? What? What is happening right now? That's very interesting. Oh, because I still have my selection on. No, that's not it. What the? Okay, delete that. Make a selection. Select invert pixel selection. And then make curves down here. Yeah. Okay. Let's leave it like that. Should we make the eyes brighter? Like a color on the eyes or something? Or let's give that a try real quick. Oh, let's try this with the recolor thing. I mean, the eyes are black, so maybe that doesn't work. Does it work? Well, maybe not. Okay. Select invert. Give me a brush. Okay, hardness up to here. Nope. Okay, that's really bad. Let's make a selection. I think I should rather brush it on than use this kind of effect. Doesn't seem to work with that too well. But let's see. Select feather 9. Okay, how does that look? Not that good. Nope. No, thank you. That doesn't look good at all. Okay, so let's try this. All right, that's completely not what we want. Okay, make a mask. Hide the stuff we don't want. Let's make this translucent a little bit. New subscriber. Oh my god. Sorry. Thanks for the subscription, but I can't read the name. Sorry. Different alphabet. No idea how to pronounce that. All right. So let's see if we can make this look good or not. One thing I really hate, and I think maybe we can hide that, I'm not sure, margins. No, that's not that. The guides? No. Pixel selection? No. How can I get rid of this stuff here? Because I can't see what I'm doing right now. Context toolbar, docs. It's none of those. Maybe there isn't a way. Toggle UI? No, that's not it either. Okay, let's zoom in. Because that's kind of very, very confusing to have that kind of thing there. No, it's probably too distracting, right? What's the right pronunciation for that? Distracting. Also, the glow isn't in the right position, but that's... Nah. It's better without the glowing light, right? It's kind of too much Okay, let's leave it like that. I think that's okay. Enough. Maybe the glow here should be a little bit stronger on these. Not sure about that. Oh, so these are in a different position now. What are those? Okay, this is... Let's leave it. Okay. What should we call that? Oh, it's the picture number 40. Okay, cool. I don't know. I don't know what to call that. Any ideas for a title? Simple title? Golden. What's the name of the... There's like a famous African queen, or not? Is that maybe a good idea? Really? Google? Nothing? Nothing at all? Okay, I have no idea. Any ideas from the stream? Am I still online? Yeah. Tron 80s style. Yeah. Cyber Voodoo. Kind of strange title, but maybe. By the way, should we maybe... One second, cancel. This is the right one, right? We have the effect on there. Let's merge visible real quick, and then filter, blur, motion blur, zoom blur. What is this here? Why is this happening? Apply. And then mask. A really big brush. Very soft edge. HSL. More power. Whoop. I don't understand what this is suddenly. Was it there before? No. Tree glow. Nefertiti? But she's like Egyptian. So, but a good idea still. That, like, maybe we can zoom this out a little bit. I think is that better or not? With the like zoom thing on it. We could maybe blend it also. Sheba. Was it Sheba or Saba? Sheba. Let's Google Sheba real quick. Sheba. Because there's cat food, it's also called Sheba. No, that's the cat food. Sheba is the cat food. Or is it named? Wait a second. Sheba is a kingdom mentioned in the Hebrew Bible and the Quran. Sheba features Ethiopian Christians. The Queen of Sheba. Really? It's an ancient. So they called the cat food after an ancient African kingdom. That's a bit strange. Okay, I never thought about that actually. Because in German it's not Sheba, it's Saba. So you don't directly think about that kingdom when you read Sheba. At least I didn't. So yeah, that's really interesting. Okay, cool. I like the blurred version better. Maybe I keep the stripes like this with the screen version, because if it's like this, they kind of, or maybe it's less distracting. But I think like the color is like, there's not very much color in there. Maybe I duplicate this again. Let's try this just to see. Color dodge. Yeah, that makes it more powerful. That's nice. Maybe reduce it a little bit. Yo, good. That looks a lot better. Oh no, we have some very bad color effect back here. What the hell is going on? And there's like, what is going on here? You see this? That's not good. That's probably because of its color dodge. Let's just go with color. Is that, but then you can't see it at all, so that's not good either. Come on. This is no good. Ah, Lolo. Sorry, my cat is doing stupid things again. Or like this, soft light. Okay, let's take this. That's good. One more thing. Sorry, it's always one more thing with me. The vignette. I'm really, as you know, a really big fan of vignettes. So, okay, this is on the wrong thing. Let's see. Zip. Scale. Shape. Scale. Make it darker. Okay. I think that's better. Okay, good. Save as 40. What's the... Yeah, that's Digital Shiba. Cyber Shiva. What are good related names to that? Ashaya's Maze. Wow, that's a cool name. Who's Ashaya? Thanks for that. Ashaya's Maze. That's a really nice name. Thank you, Rainmaker. Let's really check real quick what Ashaya is. Aisha. Oh, Aisha. Okay, sorry. I was reading that wrong. Aisha. Aisha Curry is an actress. Interesting. Okay. Aisha. A district in Ethiopia. Also a river in Ethiopia. Yeah, okay. Let's take that. Aisha's Maze. Bloop. There we go. Save that. Oh. Export 2000 for my whoops Instagram. Bloom. And Instagram. Boom. Okay, cool. So we have something. I don't know how long this took. It was a bit easier. It was a bit simpler. So that was, and that's a nice effect. So, oh, we still have that kind of thing here. Never mind. Okay. It's a little bit better. Nope, don't save. Okay, new, and there we go. Good. So our first picture is done. Really cool. Oh, I have to again bookmark these. We only used one picture this time, so that's very nice. Oh, there we have another golden lady. Is this from the same artist? Yes, I guess so. Wow, zombie. Who's that? I don't know. Lincoln, maybe? No, he is black, like the black head. Or maybe the color version is also him. I'm not sure. Okay, cool. So we have, oh, there's the same artist. Cool. Okay. She looks a little bit like Wonder Woman with this kind of drawing here. Body paint. Cool. It's also nice. Oh, there was another thing I wanted to do. So this time we need a black and white portrait. There's black and white portraits in here. Let's see. Oh, by the way, real quick, because I'm not remembering who was asking that about exporting the file. I don't remember. So when you go to export, you can simply choose, you go to more, and then you can choose like use the document format, but you can also use like a different, sorry, that's not here, the ICC profile, and you can select sRGB down here in the ICC profile, and then it should export it in that color profile. And this is also what most browsers use on the internet. So if you want most people to see the same picture with the same colors and stuff as you created, it's a good idea to export it with sRGB. Okay, so let's find a nice black and white portrait. I wanted to try something. Maybe her. Okay, let's open this. Wow, that's pretty intense eyes. It's also interesting. Maybe let's use either of those. That looks pretty intense. And this is maybe too classic. Maybe try this one. Let's see. Place. Downloads. Maybe that's a bit too intense, but let's see. How do you print with Affinity Photo? Any idea? I mean, when you print at home, you just print with the print command, and if you export it, you just export it as a PDF. So you go here, File, Export, PDF, and then PDF for print. And that's basically taking care of what you need to do to have it print ready, basically. And other than that, I would actually call the print company and ask them what they require, if they have any kind of special things, if they maybe can send you some product samples, stuff like that, so you see the quality of their product. Okay, maybe these. She had a lot of. Oh God, what is the name of those? In German, it's called Wimpern. Eyelashes. Tons of eyelashes. Okay, let's see. But what I wanted to do is to make this black and glow and then have like fire come, blue fire come from the eyes. And I thought maybe that looks cool. I'm not sure about that. So maybe let's make the selection first. Maybe go up until here. So it's like a really... Okay, we have to do something about those eyelashes. This time I have to click on Add. Let's go over here. And I have no idea if this looks good or not. Maybe the picture is a bit too intense for what I want to do, but we will see in a second if that's a good idea or not. There we go. Okay, so let's make this white. Where's my brush? There we go. Select white as the color. Paint this in like that. Okay, so now let's do a glow effect on that. Set up the inner glow, set up the outer glow. Maybe keep the glow white. I want to duplicate that. Duplicate so it's a bit more intense, and then the one in the back I make a little bit stronger. Let's go with 200. Okay, maybe set a little bit of color in here. Good. So let's check. Okay, we have to bookmark this. And then flame. These, I have used this like a ton of times, but it's a really good photo. So if it works, it works. There we go. So the idea was to just simply put some fire on top of the eyes, and that's it. That's the effect for the picture. So using more of the keeping it simple method. So like that, just with the blend ranges. And now, okay, I think I will put this here in the middle and then rasterize and trim. Oh, and okay, interesting. Anyways. Oh, we can actually put this behind the eyes, so this is covered. Maybe I push this in. Let's try warping first. No, not good. Cancel. Let's try liquify. Remove the mesh, make the size smaller. Push this in a little bit. Yep, that looks a lot more like a flame coming from the eyes. Good, apply. And then we basically can simply duplicate that and arrange. Nope, go here, arrange, flip horizontal, just push it over to the other side. And that's basically it. Boop. And I was thinking maybe making the flames blue. So we can also try that. Ah, Lolo, hör auf. Ah. He loves to sit on my computer. It's like really not that good. Okay, so let's make that blue. Can we maybe... Hmm. Okay, let's go like this, and then we go duplicate, screen, and glow. Nope, that's not good. Wait a second, maybe when I... No, that's not good either. Okay, 1 second. Whoa. So the only problem I'm working on right now is that you can see that they have these kind of black edges. Now they don't, but before they had them, and I didn't want to have them in there. So does this do anything at all? No. Okay. Let's go to the eyes real quick. Maybe make this also the dark version, dark blue version, like the outside of the flame light. Huh. It looks pretty good. But it's a bit like maybe small. Let's see if I put everything in a group, does it still work? Yes, okay, cool. So maybe let's resize that. Then we don't see the whole face, but maybe... No. It's not too bad. Is this good or is it not so good? Yes, you can do a soft proof also in Affinity Photo. Although I've never used Affinity Photo to do a soft proof, so I have to figure out, read about that, and maybe then I can do a tutorial about that. I've never used Affinity Photo for that, so sorry, I can't say much about that right now. Maybe make her a little bit darker. Like this. So the eye glow is more intense. And then, of course, the good old vignette around that. Which is again on the wrong layer. Whoa. That's also cool. It's like a negative vignette where it's going brighter on the outside. That's actually pretty creepy. It's actually a pretty cool effect. Should we do it like that? It looks surprisingly interesting. Let's make a pixel layer, soft light, and then maybe make these areas here a little bit darker. Opacity 20. Maybe make this a little bit smaller. I know it looks like nothing is changing, but it's like because it's like very slight changes. So now when I turn it on and off, it's more, you see, like it's still a small change, but it's very visible, and you can see like it's really enhancing the picture a lot. It's actually pretty cool. Maybe duplicate this real quick. Yeah, or should we keep it like that? I feel like this part down here could also be darker. Let's make a third layer. Paint a little bit down here, maybe with a more intense darkness. Okay. The only thing I don't like is it's so bright up here, so but we can fix this with the same effect basically. Although okay. Should be a bit better, right? Yo. Okay, cool. I think this looks really great. It looks exactly like I thought it would be. Like, not exactly like I thought it would be, because they had no idea I was using this picture. It actually looks a lot better than I expected. But like having a black and white picture and then having blue flames was like, so, how to say, a big contrast basically. So I thought this should look cool, and it actually does look pretty cool, I would say. Okay, that's cool. Let's save that. Again, okay, guys, girls, let's go for another title. What should we call this creation here? Another quick and simple artistic creation. Sorry. Okay. Is anybody still watching, or? Good. Let's suggest some titles here. Go, go, go. Take some more coffee. Good. Still waiting. By the way, I wanted to suggest a book. I'm not sure if this book is translated to English yet. Let's go to Goodreads and see if there's an English version of that book, because I really enjoyed it. Maybe you should read it too. It's from a German author, so that's always a the question if it was actually translated. or not. Let's see. Oh, there's all other editions. Uh-huh. I think it has only been translated to French. I think this is French. So no English yet. But if you want to read it in German, I can show you this one. That's the book. It's called Jenseits aller Grenzen. Maybe it comes out in English someday, but if you speak German, you can read it in German, and large cover like this. And this is about Ibn Battuta. He's like Marco Polo, but from the Islamic world. He traveled around the same time, I think 100 years later or something. And the cool thing about this book is that he is the author. He's like an expert for these kind of regions. So Ibn Battuta, he traveled from Morocco all the way over to China, through Egypt and visiting Mecca, and through India, the visiting Delhi and all these kind of things. So really, really amazing travel. And the interesting thing about that book is that the author is comparing what Ibn Battuta was writing about his journeys back then, and about the countries now. And of course, he was traveling through all Islamic countries, which is interesting because you can see how far these countries span back then in the day. So from Morocco all the way over to China, you had Muslim communities. So that's really interesting to see, and to see also what has changed to the times that we have today. And of course, it's kind of a different world to look into. So yeah, I really enjoyed reading that book. I have 50 more pages. I'm not finished yet, but that was one of the best books I've read this year. There we go. Also, it's interesting to actually understand the situation that we have, like this maybe East-West conflict, you could say, that we have right now, to get a better understanding of that. It's a good book for that too. So what does the chat say? Where's the chat? There's the chat. No suggestions for the title? Come on, guys. What should I call this? Save as. So this is creation 41. I have no idea. Ice of fire, maybe? Burning ice? I don't know. Ice and fire. Like a wordplay with ice. Okay, I don't know. We could call it Awakening. Maybe that's a good title. Okay, I have to look up how to write Awakening sometimes. Awakening. There we go. Let's see. Boop. Okay, so that's how you write that. Okay, so we have a title for that. Export JPEG 2000. There we go. Boom. Done. All right, let's close that. File, new, make another one. Whew. Let's close this too. Let's close this too. Oh, by the way, the chatbot, did the chatbot write anything today? Don't forget to monster. I think it didn't work at all. There was no. That's a crappy. Why didn't it work? Did I maybe have to update that? Should have every 15 minutes have posted. Okay, let's give this to me. I will post it by hand. Switch. There we go. A little bit of advertisement. Why didn't that work? That's so strange. Cloudbot. Timers. Oh, it's not active. I'm an idiot. Now it's active. Okay, cool. So yeah. All right. Where's my window? The what? The chatbot called a subscription. The what? The chatbot called a subscription. What does that mean? I don't understand. Burnt Angel. Okay, that's also nice. Okay, let's go back to the images. This is bookmarked already, and this is also bookmarked. Okay, nice. Oh, we can look here. See some other images. Maybe we find something cool. What was the other image, by the way? Okay, so we've done 2 pictures, but we need a ton more. What else could we do? Okay, let's find another interesting picture. Should we do another portrait picture or something else? I'm not sure. Where's my chat, by the way? Let's put this over here. Yeah, for my Skillshare courses. That's yeah. Hi, Pierre. How are you doing? Thanks for joining. Hi, Anurag. Okay, hi. Interesting name. I'm searching for another picture for my next creation for Instagram. So let's see what we can find here. Wow. It's also interesting. Not sure what to do with that. Could maybe use this picture here. It's interesting. Let's try to do something with this. Why is it? Ah, okay. Let me put it a little bit over here. Shh. So I was thinking about doing something with this paint in the face. Let's go, let's bookmark this first. download this. Place. Okay, let's rasterize that. And then I was thinking to just use stripes from this. Let's drag this out. Zip. And see if we can do something cool here. Okay. Wow, that's really long. Okay. The hell is going on? Ah, okay. That's the same error we had before. I need to rasterize this again. Mesh warp. So now this should be better, although it doesn't, it's not better. So let's go back, make this straight, rasterize, and now it should work. Does it work? Yes. Okay, cool. Sorry, this is like really small for you now to watch, but it's kind of so big with these handles here. Let's apply this real quick. Does that look interesting at all? I'm not sure. Oh, and this has bent on the inside. That's interesting. Okay. Okay, let's duplicate that. And hide that one, and then we make a mask on that. Make something that pop out of the face. That's also interesting idea. We can do that with the next picture, or maybe we can do this here. Let's see. Opacity 100. Let's make this a little bit bigger and hide everything over here. Nope, I was too much. Maybe this isn't as good as I thought it would be. Stop. No, don't delete that. Let's duplicate that. Nope. Yeah, maybe that's not what I thought it should be. Okay, now it's posting it too often. Okay, let's turn that off again. It's a bit distracting. Yeah, I thought this would look a lot better, but it doesn't. What is going on now? Okay, just give this a little bit more try. Okay, that doesn't work at all. Why? What's that? What is going on right now? So the mask is completely... Don't understand. Okay, let's delete the mask. Make a new mask. No. Okay, so that's not. That's nothing. Let's start with something else. Okay. Bridge guy is cool. We could try to do the same thing with like not like the triangles, but maybe with a different shape with this guy here. Maybe that's interesting to give that a try. Let's try that real quick. Since we already have the experience. Or maybe let's close this, start fresh, so we don't have the history in there. Maybe it uses a little bit less memory. Okay, so that already looks interesting. Give me some guidelines. Bring the guy in the middle. Good. Okay. So let's do that thing. Should we maybe use this shape here? Maybe not. Okay. Make this invisible, make this white, make it a nice line. Like that. Okay, that's good. Bring it a little bit closer. And again, our glow. I don't think we actually need an inner glow in this case. But I feel like this is a little bit, could be more intense. So let's go like this. Group this. Duplicate it. Make it a little bit bigger. Rotate it a little bit. Should we go this direction maybe? Let's go the other direction. Okay, let's see if it... Yeah, okay, it's doing it. Oh, okay. That's unexpected, but still pretty nice. Should we leave it like that or... Looks like an optical illusion. Like these are all straight lines. They look like they are bent, they are round, but they are not round. That is very, very strange. Interesting. Okay, let's leave it like that. By the way, there's another thing that I need to get away from, and that is like, I always try to do like with every, I don't like repetition too much, so I try to do new things with every picture. But actually that's maybe not the best thing to do. First of all, because like you deplete yourself creatively, and also you always have to like, how can I say, do something new that you're not that experienced with, and that makes it complicated artistically, basically. So maybe it's a better idea to try to stick with certain ideas and then improve them over time, instead of trying to do something new with every single creation you do. So but I'm always like, I have this kind of fear that maybe if I do the same thing over and over, it's kind of getting boring or something. It's not as creative as it should be. But maybe that's not actually the case. So yeah, that's something I need to figure out. Should the outside be more? Let's try to make the background darker. Let's make a second curve. Layer invert, and then I can just paint this down in here. Nope, I think that's the wrong color. Yeah, that's better. Let's make that bigger. Less opacity, maybe 20% only. Okay, good. Let's combine all of those. Duplicate, rasterize. Okay, that might take a while now again. It's kind of strange that these vector shapes take a long time to rasterize. I mean, the picture is pretty high resolution, but still, it's just vector shapes, so that should be a bit quicker, I think, but it's not. And probably also my picture now is like slideshow quality again because of the slow rendering. There we go. Okay. Maybe give this another glow. And then again, give this an overlay, like a rectangle folder, rectangle layer. Put this on here. Set it to color. There we go. And I think this doesn't pick up the new effect that we have done. So maybe let's rasterize this again. Don't preserve the effects. Set it to screen. And now use this. Is that better? Yes, that's better. Okay, cool. So again, let's move these in. Or maybe we should do it this time the other way around. Let's see. If we reverse this, how does it look? Is that actually better, or is it like a little bit overwhelming? And here we follow the light structure we already have in the picture, and here we go in a different way, so we have a higher contrast. Could both be interesting. Let's move this out a little bit. Like that. So either this, following the structure, or going against the structure. Let's duplicate this. Hide one of them so we can play around with the light without changing the light on the other one. So here we can go with a strong red, green, more green, yellow, orange, That's actually also interesting. So we have a contrast light to the pink in the background. It's not completely a contrast to it, but this would be more contrast, so it's on the opposite side. But I think this maybe looks a little bit better. Oh, well, this also looks pretty cool. Let's make it yellow. And then let's see when we put a glow on this that is more red or like orange, like a dark orange, like that. No, that doesn't work because it's like on the outside. Or maybe, wait a second. Oh, this is already on screen. That's strange. Okay, close. Don't do that. Let's go back to this. Let's turn both of them on. No, that does nothing. Okay. Is there a way to create a perspective grid? Yes, you can create a perspective grid by just using a 2D grid and then bending it into perspective. So that's basically the simplest way you can create a perspective grid. There is no specific tool for that in Affinity Photo. Let's duplicate this again and make a third color variation. Let's see. I will show you with the perspective grid in a second. I just want to finish this up. Okay, this doesn't look as good as I thought it would. Okay, never mind. But I can try another. No, I can't try it with this one. Let's delete that. Put it like this. And then let's duplicate this. And try maybe this one here. But pull it out a little bit. Holy moly, why is this so wide? What the hell is going on here? Okay, rasterize and trim. There we go. Okay, let's pull this out a little bit. Around this center point here. No, that is too much. Okay, never mind. I think it's kind of cool like it is at the moment. I want to try one last thing with this. Let's rasterize this here. Make a quick selection around the guy. So maybe I thought maybe if we put a glow around the guy too, that could maybe highlight him a little bit more. Maybe that looks cool. Not sure about that. I will do it like this. I could use a quick mask, but I feel like the edges are a bit like we have these things sticking out all the way over the picture, so that's not exactly what I want for this. So let's do it like that. What's with his neck? That's a strange shape, okay. Almost done. We need the inside also of his legs. By the way, in case you're wondering how do I move the canvas while I'm doing the selection, I'm doing this by pressing the middle mouse button or the mouse wheel. So that's the trick here. And the lines I create by simply holding Shift key and then clicking multiple times. So this is creating these kind of straight lines. All right, we've done that. Actually, I could, or yeah, let's maybe make a mask. Should be simple. I thought I duplicated that picture, but it didn't. Did I not? Strange. Anyways, okay. Oh, I guess with the mask, then the glow would show up on the side. So let's rasterize and trim that. So we have just the guy. We make an outer glow like that. That doesn't look good at all. Duplicate that. Maybe let's reduce the fill opacity. So we have just an outline. Oh, I think it's because of the curves that this looks pretty bad. Let's put this on top. Maybe put it on top of everything. Like that. Reduce the fill opacity here too. Nope, that doesn't look good at all. And completely doesn't look like I thought it would. So let's don't do that. Again, the good old vignette, but not around the guy, but just around the background. Shape, where's my shape? Like that. Scale it up. Reduce the hardness a little bit. Okay. Oh, and again, we could try with the... my cat is here again, sorry. With the motion blur. So let's see if that does give us something cool. Filter blur, zoom blur, like that. Although I want the blur down here on the guy. Apply, create a mask, use my brush with black, opacity 100%. And then, did I paint it on the wrong layer? No. Okay, good. Set this to screen maybe. Okay, let's remove the guideline. Where's my vignette? There. Let's put this on top. This is below, this is on top. Top. Below. The one thing I don't like about the vignette is you cannot change the color of the vignette. That's very distracting. Let's do it like this. Let's make a donut. Like so. Then we bring in the outside like that. And we can set it now to any color we want. Blur it, of course. Maybe more. Let's set it to 250. All right. Set this to soft light. And so now we can check what kind of color or darkness we want for that. Set it like this. Violet is kind of good, right, as the vignette? So this is before, this is after. Looks a little bit better, right? Okay, good. Create a Tron effect. Well, you can basically do it like this. You can simply... what was I going to say? Create these lines with the line tool and then just make them glow. So that's probably the easiest way to do that. Let's duplicate this real quick and set that to something else. Soft light maybe. What did we do before so we have more color? Was it like we did this HSL on one of the layers with a lot of color in there? Yeah, it's okay. It's a bit dark, maybe. We can use here our blend ranges maybe. Or not. Wait a second. If we reset it, it's like that. Maybe pull them down halfways. Like this. Bring this in a little bit. Okay. Okay, let's leave it like that. Save. 42. Okay, again, ideas for title, and then we look at the Tron effect. Ooh, wow. Okay, sorry. The build's tired. I don't know. Let's show the picture. Gateway. I don't know. What kind of city is that, by the way? Is that New York? I think it's somewhere in the US. Ah, yeah, New York. This is Times Square? Really? It's probably the other way. Looking the other way. Interesting. So, any ideas for the title for this? Jet? Let's go. 2 hours, 15 minutes stream. That's nice. We have already 3 pictures. We just need a title for this one. I don't know. Gate. Time gate. How we call this? Zebra crossing? Nah. We need a bit better, like cooler title. Should we just call it dimensions or something? New dimensions. I really need to have a plugin. So there's Path of Enlightenment. This is not very enlightened what the guy's doing, so maybe. Should we call it maybe multiverse or something? I don't know. What else do we have as ideas? No more suggestions? Path, let's call it Path to Dimensions, or? I don't know. Path to it's a bit boring, right? Not a good title. Let's just call it Gateway. How do you write gateway? Is this how you write gateway? Although I should probably have more unique titles so images can actually be found when you Google them or something. Gateway. Neon bridge. Neon square. Let's call it neon gateway. So we have a compromise there. Neon gateway. Okay, cool. Boom. Done. Okay. This is probably pretty big picture. How big is that, by the way? We have a lot of layers in here. Let's check this real quick. This image has 85 megabyte. It's not that much. Why does it take so long to save? That's crazy. Okay, 2000. Boom and boom. There we go. Did it already save or what? Doot, 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 doot. Yes, did. Okay, cool. Let's close this. File, new. Boom. There we go. All right. Oh, we wanted to talk about the perspective grid. That's what. So I would basically just like, you can Google grid. No, that's not what I want. Go away. Let's go to grid. Okay. So you can just use a grid like that, for example, here or this here or whatever, just as a guideline, you know? So is there some, this one. Okay, cool. Copy image, cat. Oi, sorry, my cat is already on the table again. Good. So what you can do is you can just copy this in here like that. And then you just use your perspective tool on this. You can disable the grid in here. You don't need that. And you can just, as you can see, simply like put it any way you want. So you have like a I can say you can use it as a guideline. You know what I mean? Because this is like then perspectively correct. So apply that. You can zoom in here. And now you can use your pen tool and just like draw these lines like that. You can see here's a line. We can make the stroke thicker so we can actually see that. You can see now there's a line here. And you can now then just apply some glow to that. Let's use some blue. Zip. We can't see it because it doesn't have a background. Oh, okay. Let's make a background real quick. Rectangle. Like that. Fill it with black. Put it in the background. And you can see that we have now, whoops. So we have here these lines. Doesn't look amazing yet. You need to do some more adjustments with the glow. For example, you put some inner glow. You can see now it looks better. And I made this second line shouldn't be there, of course. But if you now, like if you draw all of these grid lines, you can then basically, can I delete that? No? The hell? You can basically simply like make a grid, like just draw the grid, and that's that. That's pretty simple. You make just with the curves, you draw all of these lines and then use the glow effect, and then you have this kind of cyber glow, cyber grid. What was it that you called it? Tron effect. Yes, with the perspective grid. So it's a little bit of work, of course, but it's kind of simple to do. Maybe you can also find a vector grid online that's already done and you just bend it into shape. Although I'm not sure if Affinity Photo can do the... Oh, by the way, you can actually also use the pixel. You should be able to use this pixel grid here. Let's just use the blend ranges. Delete the white parts. Move this over here like that. And then you should basically be able to just use inner glow like we did. Oh no, this doesn't work. Okay. Let's see the outer glow. Doesn't work either. Okay, interesting. Let's put this into a group. Now it should work. Yes, now it works. Okay, cool. So let's make this blue and then make this inner white. And there you have a grid like that. I think the other one looks a little bit better, but you can use it like that. So as you've seen, I've used blend ranges, and also what did I want to say? 1 second. Oh yeah, I put it in a group. The reason for that is that if you have a pixel layer, the glow effect doesn't understand that you have created borders through these blend ranges that I'm using here. But when you put the pixel layer inside of a group and then apply the glow effect to the group, you can still do that. I have made a tutorial video about that, by the way. You can also find it on my channel. Let's check this real quick. It's one of the latest videos I've done. Where is it? This one here. Blend range tricks. Best blend range trick ever. So I explain how to do it with an image layer where you can do it right away with the glow effect, and also with the pixel layer where you have to put it in a group first, and then you can do the same effect with this kind of glow around effect. Hui, all right, good. There we go. What does the chat say? And also, what does this say here? YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Oh, so you have problems right now? Okay, let's close Affinity Photo real quick and reopen it. Maybe that's a problem here. I hope this works now and doesn't give me a black screen. Let's see. Yeah, that works. Okay, cool. My internet should be good. I'm not sure what is going on. Let's check the cable real quick. 1 second. Wait. Nope. Cable should be fine. So I hope you get good good streaming at the moment. It doesn't look like it, but let's see. Okay, can you still see me, or is the connection too bad? Oh, I'm getting really hungry, by the way. Let's do a little bit more and then, or is the connection too bad to go on? I'm not sure. Oh, what's this? Okay, strange. Bad man. Okay, cool. Oh, by the way, did we save the image we have used? I'm not sure. Where's the guy? Was it from here or somewhere else? Ah, there we go. Let's save that. Bloop. There we go. What does the chat say? It starts and stops, really? I have a very bad connection, low resolution, and lags. Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, I have problems here too. It gives me like all these kind of errors and stuff. So that's really not good. It's not receiving enough video material, smooth streaming. Maybe we should quit the stream for tonight. I should next time maybe stream at a later time where not too much people are online at the same time here, because like now is the time where everybody's using internet to watch Netflix and stuff. So maybe that wasn't the best idea to Zoom at that moment. to stream at that moment. It's okay now? Really? Changed a little bit. So maybe it was Affinity Photo, I'm not sure. But I still get the warning here that the connection is bad. Is there analytics? Viewer activity, stream health. Stream is healthy. So here I have warnings that the quality is poor and it's breaking off all the time. Okay, good. I'm not sure what to do right now. But we can also like just chat a little bit more. This is a cool picture.